guys all get together.
Hello, it's the Stardock stream. I'm here with Scott to do stuff in Sorcerer King.
Tons of stuff.
Tons
so
of
much stuff to do. We are in the middle of a 1.2 insane game where we're on an island. Sorcerer King is somewhere up here, we gather, and we just got the ship, so now we can go and I know there's something over here, so I'm gonna send my guys over there. It is important to state it's important to send a pioneer over there as well, so we can cloud walk easily once they've landed, and I can use the ship. So I'm about to make a pioneer.
Pioneers are good.
We're gonna just play this game for a little bit, and then I'm gonna jump over and show off some of the modding tools.
All right.
There have been some people asking about how to mod the game, and what's cool about the Elemental series is that we built a lot of the editor tools right into the main game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show you how to use some of those. And yeah, we'll go from there after I build a Pioneer. Go to.
Fabulous. And if you have any comments, please tag at
questions?
Stardock. Any questions, things you want to point out or make fun of Scott about,
That's fine.
tag at Stardock, so I will do my best to pay attention to you. And it does appear that Twitch is cooperating with us today, so
Hooray.
yay!
Yes.
Thank you, Bruce. I broke everything and Bruce fixed it, so thank goodness for that.
Let's see.
So many things.
Yeah. So I think we decided that today's probably going to be my last day.
For a while,
doing this.
we're going to reduce some frequency.
Yes. So if you guys have any other questions besides the game that you want to ask me, how I got so great at 4Xs, perhaps, feel free to ask. I will answer any and all questions.
Yeah, then you guys may be
To an
occasionally stuck with me floundering my way through Sorcerer King, so for that I
but it sounds like
apologize.
Adam will actually
Yes.
jump on from time to time. So
Yes.
yeah, we have so many projects going on right now.
We do.
They needed my help on a couple other things. So alas, my time with Sorcerer King for now is
Tapering off.
I'll be back. There's a lot to do still on Sorcerer King.
Well, that's good to know.
So there's so much design potential here that you'll be seeing Sorcerer King updates for years and years and years. But for right now, I need to go send my Pioneer.
Somebody asks if there is going to be any documentation for modding.
There may already be some out there. A lot of the tools that we've had since the first iteration of the Elemental series, from War of Magic on. So a lot of if there's any documentation out there right now, it's probably 99% accurate.
Okay.
So I can dig that up. I'll look around and see if there's anything good out there, because we have a lot of amazing players that will document this stuff and wikify it and whatnot. So
Right.
Yeah, I know. I won't actually be getting into the so there's like the modding side, which is playing around with the XML. Like you can dig into any XML and tweak numbers and make items and that kind of stuff. What I'll be showing is the internal tools. We have a particle editor, we have a tile design editor, and we have a map editor that lets you do all kinds of cool stuff.
Well, that's pretty fun.
It is pretty fun. I have to say, I always enjoy getting to use those.
I enjoy seeing other people's mods. I don't think I have the patience to do it myself most of the time.
Oh my gosh, there's some amazing modding going on over on that's why PC is great, right?
Yes.
Though didn't they say Fallout 4, the mods are going to be shared between Xbox One and,
oh, really?
Yeah, they're actually.
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, that was like the big reveal, is that the Xbox One version was going to be mod friendly.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty great. But I need to summon a bear.
CW says, Scott leaving? No more laughing at Scott's strategic skills.
Yeah,
It's all right,
no
CW.
more.
You can laugh at mine instead. It'll be fine. Trust me.
Let's see.
I'll have the Sorcerer King quaking in his boots with laughter.
Summon ship. Okay, let's get across the ocean. and
Boat!
See what we got. $50 says I'm at boat capacity, and these guys are just gonna sit there. Come on.
I hate it when that
Come on.
happens.
There's just
Oh, man.
put the donkeys up on the mast or something. The crow's nest. Oh, come on, guys.
They got this.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to wait. Sorcerer King.
Oh. Padar, what? Did you name
Uh,
yourself?
No, that's like the official name for the religious sect. Because I'm playing the
okay.
priestess.
Right, gotcha.
Like she is a Padar.
Oh.
In the elemental world, that is something.
Gotcha. I'm still pretty new to. I actually went back and explored some of Legendary Heroes recently the other day.
There's a lot. Like we were working with. I forget the name of the company. I wasn't involved with any of the writing stuff because they had when War Magic came out. There's a book that came out at the same time, so they developed this whole world.
Oh yeah.
There was just tons of backstory stuff that was.
Well, I wish I'd been around for that
out.
stuff.
Was
I
really
love
cool.
story.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to see all that come together. Restore land, sure. I'm playing a little sloppy. I'll admit it, but I just want to see what's.
Scott's just like whatevs.
Whatevs. Last day.
It's like the last day of school where everybody checks out at like 9 a.m. You're on a boat.
Yeah, here we go. All right. Ooh, and it looks like I may be able to found a new city right here.
Well, that would be good.
Oh, I can talk about. Oh, that's right. So 1.3, we're planning that out right now, and actually a lot of work's been done on it. We are re-implementing a build queue because everybody wants a build queue, and we don't blame them. It always comes up, and the question is always, was it intentional to leave out a build queue? And yes, it was. It's something that came up in the stream all the time. It was something that, design-wise, we wanted to force that choice. Logistics was the bottleneck. So,
right.
Every single time you had an opportunity to build a training unit or build a building, it should be a choice that you took seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And what we found is that towards the middle of the game, that works for the first half of the game, but the second half of the game, if not sooner, like the last 2/3, I just want to crank out pioneers and build up my outpost. I just want, I found this city with no intention of training. I just want to build up that queue and let them let the city build up. And anyways, queue makes sense. You guys were right. We were wrong. We are so sorry. But 1.3 will rectify that.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah. The CW says that he wants to see some sea monsters that attack your boat.
Oh, in this game?
Yes.
Oh, that would be nice. We had actually planned
Unleash
on that
the
at one
Kraken.
point. Yeah.
Seriously?
I had always thought it'd be fun if you had a random likelihood of, a sea monster attacking, and then it would kind of scatter everybody.
Yeah.
So they'd end up on different beaches and stuff, and you'd have to figure out how to get them back together.
That's not a bad thought.
One of those, because what I love about Sorcerer King are those events that force you to think about using your arsenal in different ways, and that would certainly make you use Cloudwalk a lot. But I guess if you have Cloudwalk, it really wouldn't be too much of a challenge. It'd be like, okay, I just got a Cloudwalk.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So, okay, never mind. That was a bad idea.
Oh, Scott, you
I instantly take it back.
You actually have some people in the stream who are panicking and saying, "No, we don't want Scott to go away. He's not going away, guys. We're not sending him to the depths of the abyss. He's just." We're not going to be doing this weekly for a while.
Yeah,
He'll be on once a month
I've
or
been
so.
at Stardock for 15 years. I plan on dying here, so don't worry. There's your depressing thought.
I would like to be here for at least 15 years. That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
As it is, we're on week 2, and that's great.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, there are just so many projects. And what's exciting is I have been working at Stardock for about 15 years, and it was always Brad's dream to have multiple projects going on at the same time.
Right.
And what's exciting is now that we are in that situation, we have like 5 projects going on at the same time.
That's fantastic.
Between us and Oxide and some external teams.
Right.
That I, being somebody who likes to work on art and code and design and all that stuff, it's really fun for me to look at everything we're working on and kind of say, oh, that I really want to do that right now.
Right.
My ADD side is totally fulfilled.
I have that too.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like if I'm working on the same thing for, a year, I just start getting itchy.
That's why it's taken me so long to finish a novel. Just have to move from one thing to the next so quickly.
You guys got this. It's not a resolve.
Yeah.
Bam. Done. Somebody probably... Oh, and nobody died. Bam.
All right.
There's my luck. Now
Varda's kind of hurting, though.
Yeah.
Her HP was low.
Yeah.
You may want to take note of that.
Yes. All right, guys. Let's get moving. Let's see what kind of beachhead I can set up.
Archduke Elstein, I may have said that wrong, says expansion idea. Got the idea from One Way Heroics. How about special versions of monsters like an Eagle Eye or Ultimate, say, Stalker that have stronger stats than normal?
I like that.
That might be kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, and what's nice about that is that on the art side, it's a real quick job to go through.
To doctor them up a little bit.
Just a real quick touch up.
Right,
I always remember that ever since like the first Final Fantasy, you'd have your palette swap, right? Where it's like, oh crap, there's the gold version, or
right.
Dragon Warrior had like the golden golem.
I didn't know you were a Final Fantasy fellow. That just made me happy.
I am.
Yay. I'm not alone. And I'm discovering a lot of things here I am not alone in my geekdom. It's pretty awesome.
I will send you all the, a lot of us will trade original soundtrack links to
I love
different
that.
games. Like nothing like battle music to get you working.
That's what I
harder.
put in my headset when I'm working here, actually.
So good.
Old school stuff, all sorts of fun things.
Let's see. Idle units. All right.
Boat.
Okay, boat. Go exploring. Go make me proud.
It's almost International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oh, that's right.
And we are going to be doing something fun here for that. So
I don't know about that. I will have to.
That's something Sam and I are working on.
Cool.
So
I like that.
No, that is my favorite holiday. I'm a bit of a pirate fan, so I know, like most people, I love Christmas. I love Halloween. I like Talk Like a Pirate Day. Yes. So there will be, in theory, hopefully a special stream on that day. It should be a hoot, since we've got a pirate game in our archives, one that I like very much.
It's a good pirate game too.
It's a great game. It's also the most infuriating thing I think I have ever played in my entire life. Like, I love this game. I love this game. I hate this game.
Yeah, you get the wrong card. But most of the time, it's kind of your fault.
It's just like
not
you
your
push,
fault,
you push
but
your luck just a little bit more than you should.
Yeah. And you get mad, but at the end of the day, you go, I kind of deserve that.
I bought the physical card game actually when I went to Gen Con this year, and I
did they had them there?
Yeah, and I bought it on. It was before I was still contracting here, so it was before I joined the team.
Man, that physical box.
It's so cool.
It's so much
and
fun.
I got the play mats and everything. So I started teaching it to like family and friends, and all of them went out and bought the app, and they're mad at me because they're completely addicted to it. And it's just, we sit there and it gets very loud in the living room while we're playing this game. There's lots of screaming and yelling. Why did I do that?
By the way, we're talking about Dead Man's Draw. I don't think
we didn't mention that.
Dead Man's Draw, our iOS card game / there is a physical version out. Do you know the name of the
Mayday Games?
Mayday Games.
Yes.
That's right. They did a very successful Kickstarter to make a physical deck version.
Super fun, super addictive.
Fun. Like, I can't.
And like I taught it to the kids I used to work with. So like 9 and 10-year-olds have played it with me and really like it. And a lot of people here have said that they play it with their kids and they like it. So
no, I know. Like my brother-in-law takes it to his church youth group.
Really?
And I think I've sold like 10 copies to his church.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
It's really it's one of those. It's that perfect, quick to learn, but lots of strategy built in where you start going, I see if I do that and that and that and that and that, and you start building combos.
It's a great filler for your heavier game nights. I do a lot of board game nights with friends, and we like tossing that one in.
Yeah, for sure.
Since I bought it. You guys are saying stuff. I should probably pay attention, huh?
Sorry, we're talking.
CW. He says, version 1.2 is supposed to be more challenging, but I found it still very easy on Insane. Give me the Doomsday floor, please. Beg.
Oh, my gosh. The Doomsday floor has been brought up. I don't know where it...
Want to fill me in on that? I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, Doomsday floor is basically the idea that right now you could, if I wanted to, if I had enough mana, I could reduce Doomsday down to 0 at any point in the game. If I wait long enough. Doomsday floor is the idea that as the turns go on, it kind of crystallizes the Doomsday up to a point and says,
so you can't go all the way to. Gotcha. So, okay.
When you're playing on easy, beginner and easy, sure, you can bring it all the way down, but normal and up, you start, you start getting that calcification.
I gotcha.
Doomsday points.
That makes sense. But for people like me, oh no, not good.
I don't even know if I have Cloud Walk. Oh, yes, I do. I always get Cloud Walk first. Cast.
You guys are just too good at this game, clearly.
Seriously, it's really embarrassing, actually. Because you'd think the designer... This is the first conversation that me and Christy had was how, designing the game... is different than playing the game.
Very much so.
And, you could have this game design in your head, you get it down, and people will figure out all kinds of different ways to, game the system and choose tactics and stuff, and you just don't expect it. And
well, that's the thing, especially when you work on a project for so long, so closely, you don't start to think about the ways it can break until suddenly people are like, I broke it this way. You're like, how did you even? I didn't even see that.
But that's why I love 4X's putting them out early and getting them into players' hands and kind of seeing what those cheese tactics are.
Absolutely.
Seeing how they can break the game, because that's where the fun comes in of ensuring there's, the game can counter those. Ooh, Battle Cry. Absolutely.
Man, you guys are all heartless.
Let's see.
Look, Scott and Paul make the things so that you guys can break them.
Yeah, we don't like to break our stuff.
No.
It's a perfect little tower.
It's your little bubble.
It's a little stack of cards that you guys just come and destroy.
Rampage through it. Thanks. When I hired in here, I asked, I'm like, so I am a gamer, and I know that's, you guys want me to do gaming stuff on the marketing side, but does it matter if I'm good at 4X? Because I'm not. And they said, no, it's okay. It's really fine. I'm good at Dead Man's Draw. That's about it.
I know my earliest 4X memory was with Civilization.
Oh, Lord.
And I would play, and the most fun... The part of the game that I enjoyed was the exploration and the expansion of my cities. Like, for me, it was almost like playing Roller Coaster Tycoon or something.
Right,
where I just want to see what the world is. Oh, cool, there's goody huts. I'm getting stuff. I'm building roads. I'm building my empire. And I'd finally get, canoes. I'd finally be able to go out into the open sea. And my little canoe's going out, and all of a sudden Abraham Lincoln will come with his bombers, and he'll fly over, and he'll destroy my canoe and declare war on me. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's time. That was when I restarted. I never played Civilization to beat it. It was always just about the exploration side.
You're all about the expand and the explore, not so much the exterminate.
The first two X's we were cool, but once the third and fourth got into...
I'm usually on the receiving end of the third and fourth X.
It's rough.
Especially the exterminate part. Yeah. Definitely on the receiving end of that most of the time. So,
Oh, I have a bad feeling the Sorcerer King's units are right over here. But what's kind of cool, I can't believe he's saying 1.2 insane was too easy.
There are a couple people saying that.
Oh my gosh. You guys are all poops. I said it. It's my last stream. I can get raw.
Remember, Scott, it's not your absolute last stream. You are going to have to come back to these people in a month.
You know what? They're all poops.
You guys hurt Scott's feelings.
All right. I think if they've beaten it on 1.2, I feel confident that other people will be able to as well. So as much as I really wanted to get a 1.2 game under my belt with Insane. Actually, I think that this one is looking pretty good.
Well, I was going to say, it's not kicking your butt as much as the last one did.
I'd probably raise some lands, raise some mountains. If I raise land, raise land. So
got some newcomers panicking. It's not Scott's absolute last stream. He's just working on other projects, and he won't be here every week with me. We're not going to do every single week with Scott. We're going to be varying it up a bit because Scott's going to be busy. So don't panic. He's not going away. We're not banishing him to the dungeon.
My heart is still with Sorcerer King. I'll be coming back to work on 1.3 and the updates and stuff. It's just the majority of my time, other projects call at the moment.
So don't panic.
Yeah. But
don't cheer either. That's not nice.
Yeah, don't cheer. You can panic a little. That makes me feel good. You can be a little sad. That's
well, I'll actually miss you, Scott. I enjoy being up here and doing this.
I appreciate it. I have fun showing off our creations. But that just means there will be new creations to show off. And hopefully I will get to show them off. I
hope so.
I will ask to have that role. Because it is fun. It's so much. I mean, that's why you make. I mean, that's the heart of creation, I think, is.
Well, this is an art form.
I want other people to enjoy our stuff.
Absolutely.
I think, I don't know. Even if I'm not good at it, I'll admit it. I'm not good at my game. Okay, so I raised a wall there. I would have raised another wall up here.
Uh-huh.
And I would have won. So let's just count this. I'm just going to extrapolate all the data and obvious win. So I'm going to save this as would have won.
CW says that he emailed you today an insane save game with a bug report, but the game is over and it's something like turn 84.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I did get that. Thank you very much. I'm going to pass that off to, I think Charles will be looking into that. But, yeah, still keep any save games that you guys want to send our way. Please send them over. Very useful to have reproducible cases.
Right.
You know, if we can load up a save game and see the problem and debug it, like that saves us a lot of time. And it makes it more. It's more possible that the bug will get fixed. Because if we're digging, the more bugs that we have to dig through, that we have to dig for, the less bugs get fixed. So, anyways, much appreciated. Thank you, CW.
And to answer your question, Black Smoke DMAX, the streams will continue. You know what? To be determined. I'm still trying to figure that out. In all likelihood, for at least the next week, things will be the same. So there will be Gal Civ this Friday with Paul and me, and then next Wednesday, you guys might just be stuck with me. Adam might be able to come on Wednesday, but eventually it will be a little bit less frequent with these older games, and we'll be showcasing some new stuff coming up. So for right now, same regular schedule. That if there's any changes, it'll be tweeted on Twitter, it'll be on Facebook, it'll be on the forums, so you'll be able to find that.
One of the things we were talking about was the idea of coming on and showcasing, when a big update comes out. So
absolutely.
We can, I love coming on and playing the game and chatting with everybody, but it's a lot more fun, I'm sure, for you guys if it's like, here are 5 new things.
Right, to see new things.
That you get to see versus, here's a halfway implemented new thing. And, it just makes for a better show, better reveal if we hold off. So I'm going to show off the editors really quick. For anybody who doesn't know, Sorcerer King comes with a handful of built-in editors that we use to make most of the content. So down here in the lower left-hand corner, there's a little wrench and a screwdriver. There's a little warning that there are bugs in these editors. We apologize, but we're probably not going to fix them because there's workarounds for most of them.
Somebody had a question.
Yeah, shoot.
And it's been +1 twice, so I'm going to mention it.
Okay.
Any comment on allied miners hanging out in large quantities around our cities? It prevents use of roads.
I hate that. That's my comment. I went looking through the AI code to snuff that one out, and I couldn't figure it out. But it's on our list.
It's on your radar? Okay.
I add a +1 for me because, especially them on our roads. The fact that they just stick around. Stupid jerks.
Literally added a +1 for you. So.
Okay, so there's a bunch of old LH
look at that.
stuff in here. But basically, the tile editor is a way for you to create an object that would be put on a map. So if you make a new goodie hut, a new quest, stuff like that, you would go into the tile editor to make those. And we have a lot of pieces that you can kind of play with. Like I said, if it bugs out, I did warn myself earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, I was given the warning. There's a blade of grass. So it's you kind of get to learn the pieces that you want. Like these are all kingdom pieces up here. So sorry, I was only half prepared to talk about the editors there. Down here is the toolbar. So you have just the arrow for regular selection. Zoom in and out just like your regular controls.
Right.
And you place stuff with the... Let's find out together. I think it's the right key. No, with the left. There we go.
It's been remarked that they are asking if you think you can make us travel through them, through allied units. The ones that are hanging out around your city, blocking your roads.
I don't know. Some of that movement code is pretty deep. I would rather them just get the hell out of my way. Like
right.
they
right,
really
right.
It's one of those things where there are several things in the game where people, when they complain about bad AI or stupid AI, I think that's what they're talking about. That's one of them, is the fact that the AI, it just lingers in weird areas. And I think what's happening is it's sent on a mission. They have a task, and that task gets nullified at some point. I think that they are probably tasked with coming to talk to you or something, and then they don't know what to do afterwards. So
right. She's like, I'm going to stand here now.
Yeah, so they just give up on life and stand there for the rest of your game, and makes us all mad.
That's so ominous looking.
Yeah, so lots of towers and stuff in here. I'm in the... What is this? Structural objects. There's tabs up here to sort certain things. It's not super clean. We kind of moved away from using the tile design as much for SK because we got ambient occlusion by doing everything as one piece, which looks really nice.
Yeah.
So you don't see as many, like before in Legendary Heroes, we would, this would have been its own piece. These would have been its own piece. This tower would have been its own piece. But then you would have lost, some of the shadow stuff that goes on here when...
like the nice detail?
Yeah, the nice detail would have been lost. So I'm glad that we went the way that we went.
Betrayal asks, is there a way to create different campaigns besides replacing the base campaign?
I think right now the UI doesn't support multiple scenarios. We only went out with the one. So unfortunately, you just have to override the current one.
Gotcha.
But yeah, right now you just have to override. But if we see enough people who make cool stuff. We'll gladly make a UI for choosing choosing scenarios, and you can do some really neat stuff with the scenario system. I'll get into that in a bit.
Sweet.
Because I'm done. Anyways, so you can place structures. Let me make a new thing. So now I'm in landscape objects. Lots of stuff here that you'll see in the tactical maps.
Oh yeah.
All the rocks, all the stuff. Oh, some bones.
Bones.
And
them bones.
Yeah, so you would, if you make something that you really like, I'm going to put down an emitter, some particle emitters. Not showing up. Oh, there we go.
Fun. I like that. I like that effect.
And then you can hold control and use the mouse wheel to scale up. So I will place one of those. So this is a pretty great tile right there. Let's save it off.
It's shiny, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Black Smoke D-Max asks, and I don't know the answer to this, maybe you do. He says, speaking of legendary heroes, Brad said on the forums that we might see the release of an update in the next week. Any insider info on that? I haven't got a clue.
The next week? I have no clue about the next week. I know that time has recently been spent on said update.
Oh, you made a tree.
Yeah, a crystal tree. There we go. Crystal forest. Bam. Expansion's done.
Nice.
Okay. So, yeah, there's one's coming. I don't know how much information's been given out about it, so I don't feel at liberty to talk about it, but it's definitely coming. Whether it's this week or next week, or I'm not sure what their schedule is, but it introduces some really cool stuff that I wish that we had in Sorcerer King.
Right.
So I can definitely say that I am jealous of what you guys are going to be getting your hands on. Something really cool that Derek did with the battle system.
Right.
That he actually pitched to us for Sorcerer King, but we didn't have enough time to get it in. And he found a way to get it into Legendary Heroes with just a little bit of work. Anyways, it's really cool. You guys have fun with that, and I'm super jealous of that system. So, and there's a bunch of other stuff.
You'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
That Black Smoke says basically no information, hence the asking for insider info. You guys are just gonna have to wait.
I can't. Oh, I don't know if Brad said this. I'm sure that I can talk about this aspect of it. We are rolling back some of the improvements that we made to Battle AI.
Oh, okay.
And there's a couple of things where we fixed it in SK, and it's just kind of rude of us to not port it back.
Fix it
so
there.
that was a big chunk of time was spent
Gotcha.
backporting the goodies, the good code fixes. So anyways, if you save that off, then you can hook that up to a goodie hut or a quest, and that tile design will show up in game. It actually generates a little shadow, though now we have cast shadow, so I guess that doesn't matter. So anyways, tile editor for making objects on the world map. Particle editor, I won't really get into this
oh my goodness,
too much because I just realized it's super complex. But my suggestion would be if there's anything that you want, if you wanted to make something, I would suggest finding something that kind of looks close to what you want, and then
going from there.
What the heck? It's a nothing. That's not a good starting point. Okay, so
nothing. Oh dear.
So you can press spacebar to just start it back from the beginning. In emitter list is up here. These are the different graphics that make up the particle effect.
Right.
Graphics and animation, so I can change the actual graphic that comes out.
That's pretty cool.
One thing that I do is there's no way to hide or unhide emitters, so you can change the trigger time.
Okay.
So if I push this out so that all of these are triggered, you know, I think that's the equivalent of like tomorrow. So if all these get triggered tomorrow, then I can focus on just one. This has a lot of emitters, so I won't do all of them. But
right.
you could see where you could go down there and just single out one component of the animation.
Yeah.
Color is the color interpolation texture.
Mm-hmm.
Render order. Obviously, there's like 4 render orders. Do you want it in the back or the front? Indefinite, it'll just keep playing forever and ever.
Right.
And let's see, local particle. This only works with certain particle types, but basically this is for like attachments on swords and stuff. So as the sword swings, the particle moves.
Okay.
And then animation stuff, the direction, acceleration, just a bunch of stuff to fiddle with.
It amazes me how some people could be so good at stuff like this, and I don't have the patience to figure it out.
It's a big system.
It is.
I'll admit.
It's awesome. You guys get on with your bad selves, but I'm not. I'm not good at that.
Yeah, so I'd love to see what people can come up with.
I was just talking to one of our artists here, saying, I don't know how you do what you do, and what you do is amazing. Holy crap!
Okay, so I'm in the map editor right now. So
water, lots of water.
New map you can make anywhere from a tactical battle map all the way up to a huge map. Huge maps take a while to make, so we will start with a tiny map, and you can actually change. So if it's actually, I don't think landmasses do anything right now. So just keep that unbalanced, and then. No objects. So blank map obviously won't put down any stamps. It won't generate anything. No objects won't put down any objects. So I'm going to let it just create us a map.
I see.
So now we have a map. It's a little chuggy for some reason. L button switches over to placing land tiles. And then these are all the different types of land terrain. Put down some Arctic forest. You can press the plus and minus key to change how large the area of effect is.
Oh, cool.
Sorry it's so chuggy. And sometimes when you're using the editors, you may have to restart the game. So
good to know.
Yeah, for some reason this is being a poop, and anyways. So you can place starting locations, roads, rivers, all that kind of good stuff, and then save it off, blah, blah, blah. And then it'll show up in the list of available maps. When
Gotcha.
you load it up, yeah, those are really quick overviews. I'll try to dig up some. I'm sure that there's documentation somewhere for these, but now it's running super slow. And in this case, I would restart the game if I were actually working on a map.
Right.
So yeah, between those 3 tools, that's how we make a lot of the visual assets for the game. And then in the XML, there's core goodie huts. There's core quests. There's actually a quest editor that I don't know if we gave out to people, but if anybody wants it, just ask and we will provide it, because we had to make tons and tons of quests for the game.
Right.
So we needed a good tool. We weren't going to do that by XML. So lots of XML to dig in, and it basically, if you place most of that stuff into the My Games Sorcerer King mods folder, it will it will actually load that stuff and propagate the game with any new goodie huts or anything that you placed.
Awesome.
So that's a very, very quick, probably useless mod overview, but it gives you some idea of the potential as to if you want to make. Speaking of Final Fantasy, I always wanted to make a Final Fantasy 2/4 mod with heroes like Yang and Edward and
oh my gosh,
a Spoony Bard
Edward
ability.
Spoony Bard.
But anyways,
I tried playing a bard in Final Fantasy 14. That lasted not long. I like my
heard
dragoons.
that they're okay. Are they not good at all?
No, they are actually. I just I like big numbers and I like to stab things.
Sure.
And bards are like plink and move, plink and move, plink and move, sing a song, whatever. I like my dragoons. I jump, I kill things, and it's great.
Yeah.
So it's just a more aggressive class.
Sure. No, he's all about status
Yes.
effects.
Yes.
That's not nearly as satisfying.
But for some people, it is. I've got some friends who are
nice
big
to
into
have
that.
in a battle. If you have the regulars, you have a tank and a healer and all that stuff. It's nice to have some guy that can play with confusion and other status type stuff. But
right.
yeah, on your own, you just want to stab. I hear you.
Hey. Wait, somebody said emo dragoons, and I know that person. So I guess that's acceptable. And yes, Gilmoy, I am a Tandis, apparently. And, one more question for you before we go, Scott. Somebody asked if is there anyone who can answer questions if people have questions on the XML?
I would post them up onto the Sorcerer King forums.
Okay.
We all tend to kind of hang out around there. We'll visit there, once or twice a day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, and even if we can't answer it, there's a lot of guys on their Heavenfall, I think, has done a lot of XML work.
Okay.
And we actually had some forum users that hooked up some of the quests and other XML.
Right.
For 1.0. That should be able to jump in and help out with some questions. So between knowledgeable players and the team just kind of hanging out on the forums, you should be able to get good answers there.
Scott, you have everybody freaking out right now.
Why?
Explorminate popped in and said, hi, just dropping in to tell Scott that he's the man and hurry up with 1.3. CW told Explorminate that the big news is Scott is leaving Sorcerer King for now, and I quote, wait, what? Scott is going to work on some other projects, but we're not kicking him out of Stardock. He's just not going to be here weekly with me. Don't panic.
Here's the problem.
He just won't be here all the time.
Here's the problem. I did our sound test today, and I said, hello, welcome to the stream. We're here to show off, and then I put in the name of the new project, just totally accidentally, and I can't. I'm not a good marketer. I'm a developer. I'm not a marketer.
He slips things he's not supposed to slip.
I will so easily slip all the secrets. And I know you guys would love that, but my bosses would not love that. So I have to gracefully bow out for the time being. But I will
He'll be back at least monthly with me. Do not
absolutely.
panic. They like you, Scott. Look at this.
I appreciate it, guys. I'll be back to show off. There's 1.3 coming, 1.4. We have other big announcements coming.
We've got stuff for you guys. Don't worry about that.
Sorcerer King is going to be a nice slow burn development-wise, where we will we're going to be working on it we're planning on working on it for years to come.
Right.
So don't worry about us going anywhere.
Nice try, Explorminate. We're not telling you what Scott said. But check us out on the stream Friday with Paul. We're going to be talking about Revenge of the Snathy, which should be, I think, out tomorrow, right? I think.
I don't know.
I don't even know. But it's coming out. So we're talking about Revenge of the Snathy. And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all that jazz. And we will see you guys next time. Again, don't panic. We're not killing Scott. He's staying.
I will see you guys next month, I'm sure.
Yes.
But enjoy. 1.2 will be out not tomorrow, but should be out the week after. And then I will be on to show off 1.3 once it's closer being done. So,
fabulous. Looking forward to it. Well, thanks, guys. Bye. Now we have to wait out for a minute.
Yeah,